In this lesson, let us have a look at the instruction formats that we can have in our ISA. So the instruction is consisting of an opcode, which is the short for operation code, and it could possibly also have information of where the operands are going to come from and where the results will go. So it will have the source and the destination of the operands also. The operation code means the code that we are assigning to the different instructions that we can have in our ISA. For an example, suppose if we say that we are going to have instructions like add, register, register, register. So this could possibly one instruction. And as you can see over here, this is the operation that has to be performed. These are the source of the operands and this is the destination. So an instruction might consist of a format like this or some other possible format like this one, where there is only an opcode and there is no operand available over here. Instructions of these kinds are called zero address instructions. They do not have any operand. Example of these instructions would be like an instruction like halt, which says this is the end of the program and does not require any operand. So there is no need to specify an address in this instruction. It simply says halt. The program has to stop. Let us come to one address instruction. Here there is an opcode and there is an address. Examples of these kind could be an increment instruction. So this is the operation code which tells that an increment operation has to be performed, and this is the operand. Here in this register, the data is available on which this increment operation has to be performed. So this is a one address instruction. This address over here we have been dealing with only as register addresses, but they could very well specify memory addresses also. So we could have an opcode and a memory address like jump to this particular location. This will shift the program counter to point to this location so that the next instruction that is executed comes from this memory address. So this is for changing the flow of your program. So this is a one address instruction again. Let us take an example of a two address instruction. Here there are two addresses and an opcode. An instruction of this kind could be add, register, register. So you are adding the operands available in these two registers and storing in one of these registers which has been chosen as the destination, or which has been specified in your ISA that this particular register will act as the destination. So you can see that there are two addresses over here. One is the address of this register, the other is the address of this register, and this is the opcode. An instruction like load R1 from this location A is again a two address instruction. This is the opcode, this is the register address, and this is the memory address. Here are three address instructions. There is the opcode as well as three addresses that have been specified. This is an example of this: add, register, register, register. I'm adding two registers and taking the result to a destination register. What are the different kinds of instructions that we may be having? They could be of fixed or variable size. If all the instructions are of the same size, and suppose if they are equal to the size of one word, they are a fixed size instruction. Each instruction takes one word to store. Over here, again, as you can see, each instruction is having a fixed size and it is equal to half a word. So this is using half word and this is also using half word to store. All of them are having a fixed size. In this case, the instructions are having variable sizes. This is a one-word instruction. This is a two-word instruction. And in this case, 3 instructions are being stored in one word. Always instructions which are having a fixed word size, it is easy to access them and to decode them also. So the decoder knows that this is the size of the instruction and it has to bring these bytes from the memory at each fetch cycle. Rather than determining what is going to be the size of the next instruction and how many bytes or words have to be brought. So fixed size instructions are always more efficient in terms of memory access and decoding.